What up, y'all? We're gonna take a look at the Nike Air Jordan Retro 8 by Tinker Hatfield. The original release date was back in February of 1993 for only 125 bucks. I actually recently snagged these from a Nike factory store for under 100 bucks with the friends and family discount. It was just one of those prices that you just can't say no to. These Aqua 8s had an original appearance back in the 1993 All-Star Game where MJ himself scored a game high, like 30 points I think. The first retro was back in 2007 and a more recent release was back in November 27th of 2015. The box price on the 2015 version was like $190, which felt really steep to me at the time. That's kind of like why I waited off. The Aqua was the Jordan that got me back in the remastered series. The quality and attention to detail just sold me as a fan. The upper is made from a deep black nubuck. I'm not a big fan of like all black sneakers in general, but the pop of the bright Concord and Aqua tone color scheme, it just brings attention away from how dark the shoe is as a whole, and it makes for like a good marriage between all the colors. Heading into the 93 season off a back-to-back NBA championship, MJ actually asked Tinker for a shoe that was had a little bit more oomph to it. He just needed a shoe that was a little bit more supportive, and Tinker added the anti-inversion cross straps on the upper, which gave him like a more of a lockdown fit. And throughout the season, the shoe like developed the name the Punisher because it was a little bit more rugged and heavier than a lot of Tinker's past Air Jordans. Taking a look at the bottom of the sneaker, you can see the polycarbonate torsion plate. This just added more for like stability and support of the overall sneaker. Same thing with like the side panels as well. All that extra padding and stuff just added for durability and support for MJ throughout the season. The midsole itself actually has an air unit in the heel as well as the forefoot. To help with comfort, Tinker actually added the inner booty. The booty actually reminds a lot of people of the Air Jordan 7 as well as the Nike Air Huarache 2. Both known for comfort. I actually own the Champagne 7s, which in my opinion is a really comfort shoe. And if you've ever worn an Air Huarache, man, those things are comfort all around. They do fit a little bit smaller, but these I would definitely say are true to size. Probably the most iconic part of the entire sneaker, which is also my personal favorite feature on the shoe. On the toe, there's like this very sharp terry cloth Chanel Jumpman logo that shares the accent colors of the actual sneaker too. It's kind of hard to hide, but it's super clean. It just makes the shoe that much more dope. Aqua 8 is just a dope overall shoe, like I said earlier. It was known to be really heavy as well as hot. The perforations throughout the upper were actually really small, and it brings like questions of this is the reason why MJ was suffering through so many foot infections and stuff like that through that 93 season. But like I said, man, I'm a huge fan and I'm all about the stories, and I appreciate the past that comes with it too. This sneaker just capped off MJ's like crazy run. He completed like a three-peat with the Chicago Bulls after scoring 40-something points a game in the NBA 1993 finals against that big-headed Charles Barkley. He also capped off his 7th consecutive NBA scoring title, and in that same season he surpassed 20,000 career points. It's just crazy to me. After all of that, he needed a break, and this is why people are also calling the Jordan 8 his retirement shoe as well. I personally think this is a must cop, especially if you value like the stories and appreciate the originals, because in my opinion the 2015 remaster was much better retro than the 07 version. In the 07 version, instead of the orange, it had yellow accents. It was like an actual like vibrant yellow, and I like the orange a lot more. The booty in the 07 was actually stitched in as well. The booty in the 15 and the 93 were not stitched in. The insoles, which I'm a big guy for insoles even though they're hidden, the insoles in the 15 and 93 are exact. The insoles in the 07 version were plain Jane, man. I think they were just solid black with like a Jumpman logo in the heel. Also, the finishes on the strap holders, it had like this weird glossy color in the 07 version. In the 15 as well as the 93, it's more of like a flat black, which I think just matches the shoe a little bit better. Some of the more random details of the differences between the 93 and this current 2015 version is the tag on the actual tongue got moved to the hip of the shoe. That's kind of just where Nike puts all of its tags now. The Jumpman logo in the 2015 version is much skinnier than the Jumpman logo in the 93 version. The most random thing I think by far is if you take a look at the straps. And the 23 on the strap, it's actually angled in the 2015 as well as the 07 version. In the 93 version, the 23 actually wasn't angled. It was actually level, which is really weird. I don't know if it's just one of those random things that Nike just decided to change. It's just not any reason for me not to appreciate what Jordan Brand's done with the 8s. I'm glad I could cop these at a price that didn't hurt my wallet. Like I said, 190 was steep. Being able to snag these under 100 was definitely a win. Sometimes you just gotta wait it out, man. You should let me know what version of the 8 you guys like. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. The next video I want to reveal like what I caught from Soul Supremacy, and as well as like some lifestyle kicks you can grab for stupid cheap right now to kind of help expand your line. Also, the last highlight of the video, I was able to snag 3 different colorways of the Victor Cruz that restocked on the Nike sneakers app. I got the wheats, the grays, and the blue version. If you guys want me to unbox all 3 of those sneakers at once, definitely let me know in the comments section. But other than that, be easy, y'all.